the learning phase. We have now reached the final element of our Pdme cycle, which is the learning phase, in where we are going to be asking questions like what happened, what did we learn, and how we can improve, and look at all the lessons that we have learned in the project. Now, we mentioned before that the application of the evaluation results to current or new project is one of the main purposes of an evaluation. That all evaluation efforts are wasted if there is no change. And that is an important message. We could have very good evaluations, they could have done it on time and budget, providing excellent reports, but if the organization or the project does not take action and incorporate those recommendations and produces change, then there is no value behind the evaluation. It just becomes a document that is presented. The idea is that out of that document and all the evaluations, there are opportunities to learn that the organization and the project can take advantage in the next cycle. Midterm reviews are a great opportunity. The emphasis is to give direction to the project. The little changes and modifications, risks, changes in assumptions, or discovery of opportunities provide us with the chance to improve the project. We put into action the recommendations that are coming out of midterm reviews during the life of the project. We don't need to wait until the end. We can see those changes and we can be conscious about the change that is happening while we are implementing. And we improved efficiency. We're able to do more with less. Our final evaluations, the emphasis on lessons learned for new projects, future projects that the organization will take. They can benefit from that. It also helps in the development of future strategies or even validate our current strategies. And we also benefit the organization, partners, and even key stakeholders that were involved in the project. And all that evaluation gives them opportunities for learning, improving. Our opportunities for improvements are not necessarily in one or two areas. They must happen in every one of those cycles. During the analysis, when we started the project, did we were more participative in the process? There were other opportunities to better analysis of our problems and come up with the right solution. During the design, how much we include the voices of the beneficiaries to design the solution and understand the context and understand the assumptions that we're making. During planning, did we take into account all the constraints that exist in the environment so that our plan is realistic and flexible to accommodate to changes? Our monitoring process, did we use the right tools? Did we have the right systems that help us collect data? Did we collect enough data to help us make, or we just spent too much money on collecting data that wasn't used? Even the evaluation has opportunities for improvements. Did we get the right consultant? Did our terms of reference were detailed enough so they can do a good job? Did it come up with the right recommendations that can help us in the project or future projects? And finally, even our learning process creates opportunities for improvements. How good are we at incorporating learning in the project, incorporating learning into the organizational processes so that future projects can benefit from this continuous input of ideas and recommendations. It's also interesting to see that our Pdme cycle, it's also becoming a learning cycle, meaning that there are constant opportunities in each one of these phases that help us learn. Through an action and reflection process, we are able to see what happened, what went wrong, what we can fix it, and if we fix it, are we then making the right changes that we need? Or if something is working very good, can we replicate that? Can we share that knowledge to other teams and other projects so they can also be successful? So at every step of our Pdme cycle, we need to look that there is a three-dimensional element that is called the learning cycle.